Hey everybody, Nick here. Holy crap, how are 23 people already here? I haven't even okay, whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead and say, hey everybody, welcome to the welcome to tonight's show here. Hold on just a second here. Beautiful. So let me get my iPad all set up so I can see some comments going on over here. That's gonna be spectacular. Oh man, today's gonna be fun, I hope. So, right now, I want to make one thing abundantly clear. These are not terrible knives. In fact, I just want to do a quick preview of some stuff that's new on the channel here before we get into the true meat of the reason for the season, so to speak. But today, a couple of things that showed up here. This little guy actually was sent to me by Nightcore for he's a review sample, full disclosure. But it's a very interesting little flashlight sort of thing that it's USB rechargeable. It's weird. It's weirdly bright. I'm trying this little guy out, but keep an eye out for a review for this little guy coming up soon. This is a JE made slip joint. I reviewed one of his things in the past, but he's made some tweaks to it that make it way better and way easier to disassemble. So I'll be talking about that guy coming up soon. It's right here. This is a Hindra Knives half track. But the thing is, unlike the other half tracks, it's got a little trick. And that trick is right there. This, my friends, is a tri-way pivot. That's right, this guy at the moment is running on bearings, and it is really, really sweet. This is the exclusive Sponto version. It's being offered by USA Made Blade over there. But, you know, keep an eye out for this review coming up here soon. I want to give this some extra pocket time because it's a really nice little piece. Here's that. You've actually already seen a review of this little guy. This is the Quiet Carry IQ. It's a very interesting little knife. It is a gem 100%, but more importantly, at the time I reviewed it, it was a gem in VG10. They have upgraded it to LMAX. That's kind of nice. And so I picked this little guy up because it's a really, really nice little piece. And especially with the new steel, that's all the better. Speaking of new and improved, this is the Kaiser Feist. And this is a new version of it, working a Warncliffe style blade, as well as these little holes in the handle there. And it is the new version with all of the fixes made. My original feeling on the Feist was, well, it's a great knife, except that they screwed some stuff up in the manufacturing. Now they didn't screw it up in the manufacturing, so I get to take a second chance. And then finally, there's this little guy. This is the Buck Knives / SK Blades Silver Fox. It's a Buck 110, except it's beautifully done with some micarta to match the little Goodfella guy that I reviewed recently. But it also uses a blade steel that you will all love, which is CPM 20CV. Heat treated by Paul Boss. Holy crap, and so I'll be checking this guy out and giving the Buck 110 yet another shake. But anyways, those are some wonderful knives that are coming up here soon. One little piece of charitable excellence that's going to be happening here shortly. My buddy Sid is a great friend, a supporter of the channel, overall excellent person. And he's also the owner of the Grimsmo Owners Group, and he's been sort of paring down his collection a little bit, and he decided that he wanted to do something a little bit charitable with one of them that was particularly special. And so he sent to me this little guy right here. This is a Grimsmo Knives Norseman, but more importantly, it is an inlaid Grimsmo Knives Norseman right here. This is a beautiful carbon fiber sort of inlaid design here. It is a Damasteel Grimsmo Knives Norseman. Oh, yeah. This is actually my first chance to handle a Damasteel Grimsmo, and they're really pretty attractive. And it's a beautifully done one. It's number 424, and he is being generous enough that he is willing to give this knife to somebody, and we're going to do a charitable auction sort of thing. I haven't figured out the details yet. It's not happening yet. Don't start bidding in the chat yet, but what we're basically going to do is that whoever is willing to make the highest donation to charity, and I believe that Sid wants this to go to a children's cancer charity, which, okay, I will happily support that. Support, you know, kids recovering from cancer. Whoever's willing to make the highest donation to charity gets this guy. And that's just a beautiful thing, 100%. And so I want to thank Sid very much for sending this guy along. And do keep an eye out on the channel for your chance to get a shot at this little guy. And I appreciate all the $10 bids, but I think it might go a little bit higher than that. Probably by an order of magnitude or so. So, yeah, that's a really, really exciting thing. So keep an eye out for that, as well as some other awesome charitable stuff going on here. But, of course, you're all not here for charity. No, 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 no. You all, 367 of you are here for something more terrible indeed. And by the way, if I don't see your comment, there were a lot of people going by. If I don't see your super chat, like promoted extra paid comment, pardon me, and, feel free to point that out, folks. But I'm doing my best over here, but there's a bunch of freaking comments going on. So what I'd like to do today, and what you're all truly here for, is for something a little bit more terrible. This, of course, being the Z Hunter, the original terrible knife, so to speak. But not, of course, there were terrible knives before the Z Hunter, but the original one in my heart, certainly. But it has become a situation where I have viewers just offering generously to send me terrible knives. They just like, hey, Nick, I found something awful. You want to see it? And the answer to that is, weirdly enough, yes. And today we will start off with these two little joys right here. These were donated some time back, but it's been a little while since I, managed to get around to one of these little sessions, and so I really don't know what's in this package, and I'm slightly afraid of it. But let's go on ahead, and we'll let the original Z Hunter here try and do the honors. Holy crap. Oh, that's right. I tried to touch up the edge with the golden stone. And let's see what's going on inside this little package. Sent to me by a collector I know and appreciate, and who I think will have great taste in terrible knives. So let's take a look. Here we go, here we go, here we go, and bam. Okay. So immediately, this is an interesting and novel pattern for a terrible knife, honestly. Putting aside all the symbolism, which, it's a coffin shaped with a cross, so there's like a death theme here, I guess. But it's got the mechanism. One thing I'd like to highlight immediately is take a look at this little, Dracula. Wait, is it upside down? Yeah, this is a Dracula knife. Okay. So, cool. We're already on the right track here with some Draculation here. We'll get the Z Hunter off camera, make sure he doesn't steal the show, So, right here, I'd like to highlight the fact that there is so much open space in here. There is this little tiny thin blade with a whole bunch of other materials going on in the pivot here. I am genuinely curious what we've got going on inside. So, it looks like maybe this is an automatic knife. So, with great trepidation, I'm going to go on ahead and press the magic button here, and nothing happens. Okay, so I pressed the magic button and nothing happened. That was a little anticlimactic, but my bet here is that they have potentially ripped off the CRKT locks system, at least in looks, certainly, but and then this is probably preventing this from going down, so we have a safety on a Dracula knife, which is kind of amazing. So let's go ahead and one more time. We're going to press the magic button. Ready? Here we go, here we go, here we go, and what the heck? Okay, so we've got ourselves a Tonto, people. 440 stainless from China. Who could ever have guessed that? But, so we've got ourselves a little vampirical Tonto going on here. Ejaculation. Yeah, this is to prevent premature ejaculation. All right, kids, go ask your parents, or don't actually. So this is an automatic knife, complete with the safety mechanism here, which prevents this knife from opening, which is just beautiful. And yeah, so that's kind of nice. Note, though, that it is a safety that is sticking out off the side of the knife. And so if you've got this guy hanging in your pocket, by the way, tip up, holy crap, that's kind of unusual. But if this is just hanging in your pocket, it could very easily get toggled over, such that even if you are in safe mode, suddenly, and guess what? Ejaculation. You got yourself a problem going on here. This is a really interesting little piece. I'm just now noticing the sheer number of screws involved with this guy. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 different screws on the front of it, coupled with the clip screws. Again, tip up. Wow. Wait, is that plastic? That could be plastic. Are we No, it's just badly polished metal. Okay. And then on the inside here, it looks like this little device here is basically reaching under and preventing the button. So does this prevent it from closing as well, if I put it back that direction? Yes, it does. So this is actually just full on. This prevents this knife from opening or closing. With this out there, you can stab to your heart's content. Now, the problem, my fundamental issue with this knife is that it is 440 stainless steel. Now, there are many things to complain about with this, but the simple fact is that this is a knife that is clearly designed for, like, Van Helsing or something. The vampire killers of yore. And as far as I am aware, vampires are not killable by 440C. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not even 440C, it's just 440 stainless. Instead, this blade should be made out of, what is it? I think silver kills vampires. And I think aspen stakes kill vampires if driven through their heart. I think you, like, go to a crossroads, stomp on a knife. No, that's how you summon the devil in Russian mythology. Whatever it is, this is certainly an interesting piece. So you've got your safety there. And this, by the way, is a cutout to prevent... Oh, yeah, that's for the button lock. So what happens here is that when you press this button down, this little area goes outside of the... Oh, man. That's just nice. And maybe if you've got the world's smallest bottle, it's a bottle opener. That's something, certainly. And I guess, could you use it to strip a wire? Maybe. Although, honestly, if you're an electrician and you pull this out, trying to strip a wire, I'm just going to kick you out of my house because you're going to light me on, fire sooner or later. Or you're a vampire and you're going to eat me or something. Well, no, vampires don't eat you. Well, they kind of eat you. They eat a sub-part of you. Is that enough? Does that count? Either way, oh, blade play. I should, of course, check that. Yes, why, yes, there is blade play. I need like a blade playometer for something like this. But we're looking at here, if I put it down on the table here, directly vertically overhead, we are looking at approximately 2 rows of dots worth of blade play. Nice. And the next question, of course, maybe the most important question of all is, will it cut? In places, this is occasionally sharp. Yeah, there seems to be a sharp region right here and a sharp region right there. So right there, as long as you have a very small vampire who can fit within this and this, then you're absolutely A-okay. But yeah, oh man, that nice, just nice. Okay, so we started off our day with a little bit of undead joy. Oh, shoot, safety's on. Hold on. Oh, you can de-safety it one-handed with a table or something like that. That's fancy right there. Personally, I'm going to stick to ProTech, but, whatever. Oh, and it's... Hold on, is this California legal? Can I carry this? Yes, it is. This is a California legal vampire stopping machine. I think they need to be under 2 inches if to be automatic and carryable in California. Which means that in theory, I could carry this. Then again, in theory, I could grow a unicorn horn and start farting rainbows, but I don't think that's going to happen either. So either way, thank you very much for my little bit of Draculatory joy right there. Okay, let's go ahead and see what the other package is. Because if we started here, we're just going to get worse here. Ready? Here we go, and... What? Oh. What the fuck are we looking? Okay. Oh, man. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, getting it together here, getting it together. So what we have here is something truly special. Truly a cancer on the knife world. Oh, my... So I don't know where to start is the real thing here. I really, truly don't. Cancer, as many of you may understand, in addition to being a horrible disease, oh, God, we're raising money for cancer at the same time. Okay, anyways, I digress. In addition to being a horrible disease, cancer is a zodiac constellation, corresponding to, I forget whose freaking birthday, but either way, I don't freaking know. But this is just an absolutely beautiful piece, which just has so much going on with it that it's really hard to pick just one thing. Okay, it's a flipper, and it's unassisted, which is good considering there's no place to put an assist spring. Let's see if we can get this guy to fire. Okay, one more time. One more time. Maybe if I really get it going, like I'm going to try and hold it and then get like a running start on this flipper tab. Ready, set. Hey, almost there. No, this ain't flipping. But either way, that's okay. It's got a thumb stud as well. Oh, okay. Okay. So, and the backside is just blue. Okay. Whatever. So we've got our little Gemini sort of thing. And yeah, by the way, this is definitely 100% a, let's put it this way. There was some strong inspiration from Deejo Knives, Deejo, which is just a beautiful thing. And thank you, by the way, to everybody who's commenting. And the McBee review is going to be coming here soonish. But this is... yeah, an interesting little design. What they've done here is they've made it such that there's this little lock bar down here, which is actually a part of the knife that you're trying to hold on to, and moves around just suspiciously much. By the way, the ergonomics on this guy, I'd like to just highlight right quick. So this lock bar here is the bottom part of this knife's handle, which is just about as comfortable as you'd think. But more to that point, in order to aid in our comfort, what they have done is they have rounded off this little portion so it comes to a nice acute edge right over here. And so that's pretty excellent. And they've thrown a little bit of jimping down here in the bottom, which just really sweetens the pot overall. And so this is a truly unique piece, unless you've seen a Deejo before. But yeah, this little piece comes over and engages with the bottom of the blade and locks this knife open. And the thing is running on Teflon washes, because freaking of course it is. It is, of course... it is, of course, by my good buddy Usa, who has knocked it out of the park yet again. This is handcrafted in China down there. And then the other thing I really feel like we need to comment on, we need to come to terms with together as a group. We are absolutely going, we're going macro here, because take a look at this little region right here. What you can see here is they have given us a beautiful nebula cloud construction going on here. This is like the pillars of creation, except it's the pillars of destruction, because what has been destroyed here is all sorts of things. Mostly my pride for showing this off on YouTube in front of 490 people. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. So, yeah, this is certainly a thing. Oh boy, oh boy. The line is skeletonized. They are, and thank you very much there, Sakari. They are not, except that the whole thing is kind of skeletonized. Oy, oy, oy. So, next question. Oh, hold on, I'm still macro moded here. Does the blade cut? I bet the handle cuts better than the blade. We'll see. Okay. There is a part right around here that where the burr is a little sharp. That kind of cuts. Okay, I gotta try it. What if I use the jimping down here? Okay, no, we can confirm that the blade is actually sharper than the handle, which was an active question. I'm getting some spine whack requests, and that's just not great. Hold on just a second, kids. Safety first. Always come here, vice grips. All right. So, this, my friends, in case you're not familiar, is a vice grip set of pliers. Vice grips are a very useful tool. They allow you to grab onto something at just the right tension. But in this case, they're actually going to be used a little bit more literally than usual, because I would consider my reviewing terrible knives to be a vice. And indeed, this is going to grip right onto that vice. Here we go. And this will allow me to safely do a spine whack test with my fingers no freaking where near the situation. Okay, believe it or not, it actually held up. That's kind of amazing. Although it looks like I may have bent the liners a little. Oh, well, that's soft. So this metal is just spectacularly soft. I feel like I have marred creation itself. That's, yeah, that's pretty amazing right there. So, yeah, and let's see if it still closes. Yeah, absolutely it does. Centering is a thing that this is not necessarily down for. Flip a tab, doesn't flip. Can I get it with wrist? Yeah, with enough wrist, I can actually get this guy out of there. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, now I ruined it. Yeah, indeed. Oh man. Oh, and I love just the font where it's just like italic. Is that Chancery? Either way, just I'm digging this. I mush metal indeed. Wow. Oh, and then the cancer symbol on the okay. This, my friends, this was some pretty excellent stuff right here. I mean, so far, we are off to a great start. We are 100% just rocking the Terrible Knives live at the moment here. But it gets there. But wait, there's more. Now, these, I got a pair of knives recently, actually, from my buddy Alex. And they were marked in a very peculiar way. One of them is marked for her. And one of them, I'll try and cover this part up, is marked for him. So, of course, naturally, knives are not gendered objects. Anybody can carry any knife, and the best knife for a woman is the same thing as the best knife for the man, provided the woman wants that kind of knife. But that said, clearly there's something amazing going on here that's requiring this person, my good friend Alex, to send these guys along. And by the way, I deeply regret forgetting who sent these guys. I believe these were sent by my buddy Frank, but I can't guarantee that. But regardless, my buddy Alex sent me this little guy, and let's go ahead and see what my wife is going to be probably never carrying because I love her way too much to expose her to whatever's inside this box. But immediately we see, this is pretty generic here, MT 47 PK. Oof. Okay, that's going to be good. So let's go on ahead and check this little guy out. Here we go, here we go, here we go, and bam. Oh, what the hell is this thing? Okay. What the hell is this thing? Okay, so it's a Knuckle Duster. I'm sorry, as the tactical community refers to it as a bottle opener. And it's on a chain. Technically, it's off the chain, but nevertheless. So we have ourselves a big plastic Knuckle Duster on a chain. There are parts where I can grab here. And then, oh God, there's metal in this. What the heck am I? Okay. So now this is like a, the Cryptex sort of situation where I'm trying desperately to figure out what this is and how it works. So there's these pair of buttons. I'm pinching them. They're giving way. Okay, almost there. Well, that was anticlimactic. This is just somebody in case they don't want the added bulk of the necklace mount. Okay, so that's just there. Oh, maybe it's for easy access. Like you've got this around your neck, and then suddenly you're approached by a gang of angry-looking unicorns, and so you just pinch here, and you pull, and suddenly you're ready to go. You're prepared to yeah, that whole affair. So it break away, but the thing is, I don't think it actually would break away. That's the problem with it. It's like, okay, let's see if it breaks. I'm pulling here. Oh. Well, it did break actually, but what broke is the chain. So yes, it is a breakaway chain, but it's not exactly in the moment it's yeah. So, there's that first chunk of things. Now, the other question is, what the hell is the rest of this thing? Because I get the Knuckle Duster part. You know, this is, you know, to clean your knuckles after a long, hard day at work, of course. But then you've got this little thing. So I'm assuming this here is a glass breaker, which again makes a great deal of sense, because imagine you're a first responder and you show up to the scene of the accident. You got somebody trapped in an upside down car, and you got to get in there. You got to pop their windows open, and you've got this hanging around your neck next to your badge and whatnot. And so you just grab this, you pull, the chain breaks, and then you've got it in hand, and then you can just put your knuckles on there for secure 4-finger grip, and then give that window what for, and next thing you know, bam, everybody, the day is freaking saved. There's that. But then there's this affair in the top here, and I'm really slightly afraid. Okay, so is there a button or something? Okay, so concealed within this cleverly this, you know, the thing is, most concealed knives are not concealed inside something likely to be more illegal. It's kind of not the best approach to this. So, but you can pull this guy out of here if you're knuckle dusting. Can you, like, this is gonna hurt me? So you pull, okay, and then you've got your fixed blade out. Now, okay, this is certainly a fixed blade. Oh, and of course, my good friend Usa is back at it again. 440 again. Oh, man. And you've got your nice little weight reduction holes here, although this is surprisingly heavy here. I mean, this whole affair is just plastic, but the blade in there is some serious business. But then you've got yourself a nice, even with my little person hands, if you prefer. I've got a 2-finger grip on this guy. It's kind of tender. Oh, that's just the scales moving around on it. Okay, that's pretty excellent. And so when I do this, I feel like I have some grip on this thing overall, but it's kind of moving there. But yeah, this is not really super secure in the hand. Let's see, of course, will it cut? Where's my cutting demo paper here? I can confirm that there is... Oh, hold on. I got a little rip in that time. There appears to be maybe a 1/4 inch of this that's sharp. But that's okay, because... Oh, the edge is pre-damaged. That's kind of cool. Is there metal in there or something? No? Okay. Either way, so I've got myself, for my lovely wife, my lovely viewer Alex has sent along a breakaway brass knuckle. Oh, that's wrong side. There we go. / fixed blade / window breaker / reason we can't have nice things sort of situation. Meat tenderizer with a concealed. Ay. Yeah. Need to test the knuckle dusters too, or it isn't a full review. So how do I test the knuckle duster? Like, do I just place dust on... Do I have dust around for my knuckles? I don't know. I mean, maybe it would remove knuckle hair if I kept going long enough, but... There you go. It works. It will impact. And this I feel like this would break my hand, because my hand doesn't fit well in this. This is... So, putting aside the fact that it is huge and pink, this is really poorly designed for little bitch hands like mine. They do not know their target market, my friends. They do not know their target market, because this part is way too tall. And it's... Oh, man. So, yeah, that's... Hey, it works. It seems to continue. Oh, man. So, yeah, maybe they need, like, a little pink extra, like the LBH edition, I feel like would be a pretty good effect. Yeah. Oh, man. The little bitch hands reference, by the way, is a reference to an overly serious commenter on just a wonderful, yeah. So, yeah, that's definitely a thing. Could you use it as a hammer? Maybe. What's the saying? To a man with a big pink brass knuckle with glass breaker and concealed fixed blade, everything looks like a nail? Yeah, there you go. As I try to hammer in a coin. I feel like the coin may actually be harder than this. I don't know. It's hard to say. But, oh, man. FRN, no, I'm not buying that. I'm not even sure there's nylon or fiberglass or reinforcement anywhere in here. But yeah, so that's certainly a thing, and it's screwed together. That's the weird... Oh, so that they can get this because they didn't want to, like, mill out the center part. And by the way, I'd like to note that it's separating on the inside there. This is pretty excellent. So I'll make sure and I'll present this to the wife when she gets home from work, and we'll take a look and see what she has to say. But thank you very much, Alex. She will absolutely not be carrying this because I love her way too damn much. And if she wants a real fixed blade, I will get her a real fixed blade. So, there we go. We have gone from Dracula all the way to the cancer to the unicorns. Oh, man, it's a whole affair. So let's continue, and let's go to the For Him edition here. And now this one, assuming that what's inside the box is actually what's present, things are about to get serious. Things are about to get very serious, because despite this being For Him, Yeah, so we're going to go on ahead and pop this little guy open. One thing I'd like to highlight here is the overall size of this box. This is the tallest Terrible Knife box I've ever dealt with. And so I've done my best really not to look at the illustration on the outside of this guy because, yeah, there's just going to be pain down that road. And then let's go ahead and pop this guy open and see what we've got going on inside. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready, set. Well, that was really anticlimactic. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready, set. Oh, that's a desiccant packet. That was also anticlimactic. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready, set. That's... What? Okay. Oh, good Lord. I think I see what's happening here. My friends, what... Now, first off, I'm sorry, we gotta back up for a second. This comes with a freaking belt pouch. Like, some jackass is going to throw this in his belt pouch for work every morning. Like, okay, that's pretty amazing right there, but... Okay. Now we can actually try and pop this open. Now, I'd like to highlight, though, that this actually may be the least ergonomic knife that I have ever had on the channel. And that's saying a great deal, because I've had some pretty unergonomic pieces on the channel. I've had some knives that are just like, oh my god, I cannot even imagine putting this in my hand for more than 5 minutes, but this one tops them all, because there is literally not any flat area for your hands to touch on. It is literally just a set of 4 sharpened edge of blade surfaces there, complete with serrations and whatnot. So, this is really not looking so great. Let's go ahead and start deploying the blades. That's right, I said plural. And we've got ourselves a front flipper here. So, ow, you son of a... Okay. So, we've got ourselves a front flipper here, but there's a fundamental problem with front flipping this knife. Hey, not bleeding, that's good. Ow, you little bastard. So what happened there in slow motion here? What we did is I pulled this forward, and like any good front flipper, I used a fair amount of momentum there. And that's great. But the problem is, as this proceeded under its own momentum, it then started to push my thumb. Not only is it bending my thumb in this direction, but as I'm doing so, these serrations bit into the side of my thumb right here. And then... it then jammed this little area right here into my thumb on the other side. So this was really just giving my thumb the hug of death here as a part of that front flipping experience. Hey, and now it locked up. Great. So we've got one of these guys open, which... so there's that. Now let's open the second one. Oh, this one's serrated. That way you've got yourself the option. You can go with a plain edge for detailed work, and you've got the serrated one if you need to go with like some rope or something. What's this guy going to be? This is also a plain edge. Okay. That's pretty amazing. Thank you, Keith. And then this one too is serrated. So, and then actually, no, it's still ergonomically horrible. They've got like a little palm swell area here, but no, it's still ergonomically horrible. So, this knife is, you know, in the wine world, I have heard, now I don't drink wine, I don't understand any of that, but I've heard people refer to certain vintages as being challenging, where it's like, oh, well, you know, this is not for your average jackass on the street. No, you need to have a sophisticated palate. You need to really understand the nuances of flavor in order to really appreciate this piece. I feel like this knife here, this is ergonomically challenging. You have to have a very strong, nuanced understanding of the world of ergonomics in order to put up with this for more than 10 seconds. So, that's kind of amazing. And then, look at the number of freaking backspaces in this thing. This is, like, at some level, this is impressive engineering. Like, is USA involved? I feel like USA must be involved. No, USA doesn't seem to be here. In fact, it doesn't even say made in China. Oh, no, it does, right here. 440 stainless. 440 stainless China, right there. There you go. So technically, wouldn't that be 440 times 4? Somebody with math skills can do that. Anyways, whatever it is, it's a beautiful thing. But there are some things that I can highlight as being truly positive elements and aspects of this knife. I mean, to start with, of course, you have the choice of plain edge or serrated. I've always argued that serrated blades are a little bit more niche. They're not going to work for everybody, but indeed, this one gives you those choices. You have beautiful sharpening choils on each one of these. Although, actually, here it's not sharpened to the choil because reasons. So that's pretty nice. The blade... What is that on the edge of that blade? Is that just a burr that's that bad? Yeah, actually. That's all burr. And I'm able to break this burr off with my fingertip. That's not great. That's... Okay, so that's pretty stellar. Here what you have is, this is actually a very nice, imagine, this is like Orthanc, actually, from Lord of the Rings. This is the tower, Saruman's tower. I mean, can you not picture an old wizard up here standing and screaming at the storms? Can you not picture that? Yeah, you can. So you've got the Orthanc effect here, which as a nerd, I definitely appreciate. So there's always that appreciation. My buddy Keith is asking, blades play. Yeah, so blade play, and let's see, we'll use my blade playometer here. Oh, God, this is dangerous. We have about 3 rows worth of blade play. Nice. How about on this one? This one's actually... No, that's pretty substantial blade play as well. This one... Is this, like, busted? This one's only blade playing to one side. That's concerning. That this one's actually slightly less terrible than the others. So, like, among all of these, there's one that's almost not problematic. So that's good. You know, spread out. That's nice. Let's see if it cuts. Oh God, this is how they. So no. This is the most dangerous cutting test I've ever done. No, so none of these are sharp. But that's okay. I feel like at the point where you've got one of these guys out for whatever the heck reason, and I guess maybe... Okay, I need to come up with it. There has to be a practical use for this knife. This really... I went away for 5 minutes. What happened? There has to be a practical use for this. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm trying to picture what the use for this knife would be. Like, okay, maybe in one of those old-timey lawnmowers, like where this is connected to the wheel and spins, maybe this could substitute as a weed whacker. That's a possibility here. Other possibilities... So imagine that you have one of those... Okay, have you ever seen when you go camping? They've got like those metal hooky things that you use to put like your hot dogs on or your marshmallows and whatnot. And they've got ones that have like the 4 prongs on the end, right? That expand out to that. So imagine if you had a 4-prong hot dog holder. God, this is terrifying. Then you could actually use this guy to get in there and then slice all 4 hot dogs at once to allow the juices to escape. I think that's the thing. Sorry, I don't really know hot dogs well. So that's good. Or actually, the other thing is this is nice for depth-controlled cutting. If you're cutting into your hot dog buns afterward, see, this is the perfect camping tool is what this is right here. And it's also a tent spike because you hammer this thing in, your tent's not going freaking anywhere. But this is the perfect hot dog making tool because then you can, you got your hot dog bun and it's, they didn't cut it, so you can put this in here. But the thing is, because whatever you cut into will stop right here, it gives you the perfect hot dog slicing little depth here. So really, this is the ultimate camping tool. And maybe with s'mores, you could... And I feel like maybe there's a use for this as like salad tongs, maybe? So like, okay, what if I take it down to this? Oh, God, the ergonomics just got like 50 times more special. But okay, if I do it like this, then there's got to be something. Maybe just for a single hot dog right there? Don't heat up lead blades. Yeah, that's the situation. Oh, my God. Yeah, so how is this thing held together even? So you've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, so the flames are held on by little tiny screws. And then the spaces, it looks like, probably have bigger screws that are hidden by the flames. By the way, are these flames? Are we in agreement that these are flames? It's got kind of a Rorschach testy thing going on here. All I see is failure, but that may be beside the point. And then there's this thing up top at the top here. Maybe it's a nice, oh, it's just, it allows it to stand up happily. It's kind of got that look like an old-timey, wow, those things are sharper than the rest of the damn knife. Yeah, so the sharpest part of this knife is the part that you're trying to hold to get this thing open. Yeah, this bites. Well, quite literally, in like 50 blades. Oh, my God. So this is pretty excellent right here. There is no pocket clip, but of course you've got this little affair here. Now, the real question is can I do anything like Emerson Wave style here? Like, can I grab the edge of this thing? Like, there must be a way that I can, if I'm holding on to this with sufficient, like, force, and I give it the right angular momentum, there's got to be a way where I can do, like, there you go. Yeah, I can kind of vaguely Emerson Wave this thing open on this. So, this is nice. This is definitely a situation right here. I don't quite know how to parse it. Like, this is right at the edge of pocket knife to me. Oh, I should check how the heck do I do a spine whack test on this? Because I'd just be tearing my, okay, here, this is, by the way, a surprisingly terrifying process. So, okay, here we go. That's okay. Now let's try this blade. Okay, that worked. That warped the blade. No, the blade is just warped, I think. That's pretty excellent. Here we go. Try this. Yeah, that one's actually pretty straight in there. Oh, how's the centering? The centering is this one's pretty tragic, but the blade is warped on this guy. Oh, this blade is warped too. That's kind of cool. Oh man. Yeah. I'm getting calls to do a disassembly here. That's something that may well happen here, but oh god, the number of screws on this is daunting. But I do want to, before I get into disassembling this wonderful piece of hardware here, can I even do that once? No, I can't. I can't even do it. Oh, okay, just didn't lock up. And by the way, these are not even Teflon washers. These is just like plastic. Oh, man. This has to be illegal. You know, honestly, I'm generally not a big fan of knife laws, but anything that bans this, I feel like would be for the greater good of humanity, frankly. So far we have had just some absolute wonders and joy. However, this last terrible knife for the evening here is, maybe something that's a little bit more special. It's a little more tactical. You know, very often I tend to review terrible knives that are kind of designed to look cool. They're not necessarily functional pieces. But the thing is, I am now about to review the terrible knife that I think is far beyond anything I've ever done in terms of functional. Which is, well, at least if I believe what's on the package. And indeed, I must. This is the Pro 4 Power Tactical Survival Pocket Knife, flashlight adjustable, quick open spring assist, compass built in. By the way, compass built in is just the thing. Rope belt cutter, belt clip, stainless steel, 440 stainless steel. Wait a second, hold on. So, okay, this is beautiful. Right up here we have flashlight adjustable. Right down here we have flashlight adjustable. Right here we have belt clip stainless steel. Right here we have belt clip stainless steel. We have rope belt cutter, compass built in. So what this has done, this is actually a really brilliant thing from an information theory standpoint. What they've done is they have built in an error correction code to this knife, to this packaging here. What they've done is, in some terrible circumstance, and by the way, I did remove the plastic window on the front of this here because, you know, yeah, we didn't need that crap. But nevertheless, they have done it such that even if this portion of the packaging is damaged, even if some poor sap comes along and rips this out, you will never be in question as to whether this guy has rope belt cutter, or I'm sorry, flashlight adjustable. Nope, you don't need that. It's right down here too. That's a beautiful thing. So, we got that. And it is, by the way, factory certified, pre-tested. It wasn't actually tested, but it was pre-tested. So that's nice. Warranty, 1 year, no questions asked. Nice. Pro 4 Tactical, of course. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Pro 4 dot Star Tactical. And then on the back here, by the way, we have 6 features in one. Steel belt clip, belt rope cutter, compass, LED flashlight, glass breaker. Oh, there's a glass breaker. Now see, okay, that's the thing. There's a freaking glass breaker on here. You'd think they could have spared one of these million little things to mention the glass breaker, guys. Come on, you're slipping over here, okay? Come on. And then serrated edge. Oh, yes. A strong, extra-sharp blade and tactical functionality make the Pro 4 Tactical Survival Pocket Knife ideal for personal use. Safety and emergency tools hang conveniently at your side. I assume that safety and emergency tools hang conveniently at your side as you are using this because, yeah. Safety and emergency tools hang conveniently as is. Light the way flashlight, find the way compass, remove obstructions, glass breaker, belt and rope cutter. Obstructions. I can't say I've ever been walking down the street, given I'm not tactical, but I can't say I've ever been walking down the street and said, oh, look at this obstruction. I sure wish I had a belt cutter. But who knows? Maybe these people live a strange life. Locking blade and sure grip handle. Oh, I sure can grip that. Ensure safe use. Engineered for durable indoor-outdoor utility. Use the Pro 4 Tactical Survival Pocket Knife, or not, in the home or office. In the office. This is perfect for the office. On the road or in emergencies. Yeah. All factory direct Pro 4 Tactical products are masterfully designed and engineered with unique features. That's true. Developed to provide maximal portability, durability, safety, and reliability. Third-party inspections, individual unit quality insurance testing, BSCI approved. Well, it's got BS in the name. And process control checkpoints ensure the quality of professional-grade Pro 4 Tactical products. Be confident in your purchase with the Pro 4 Tactical 1-year no-questions-asked warranty. Yeah, I wouldn't want to ask questions either. And this is an American company taking great pride in the U.S. and its Canadian workforce. Okay, hold on. Pro 4 Marketing is an American company taking great pride in its U.S. and Canadian workforce. And then on the bottom here, oh, come on. You got to let me show off the bottom, bro. Made in China to American specifications. Taking great pride in its U.S. and Canadian workforce. Made in China to American specifications. I wonder why that's on the bottom. Go figure. So, and then, of course, we have safety precautions, none of which say just don't. But I feel like we can just actually, here, let's just go on ahead and correct that. Here we go. Don't. There we go. Safety precautions. Don't. Safety precautions for the flashlight. Why? There you go. Case closed, problem solved. So, now that we have luxuriated in this process here, let's go ahead and open this little guy up. And, of course, I will go ahead and let this thing do the honors. I can't even begin to tell you how uncomfortable this thing is for actually cutting things. It's quite impressive. There we go. Beautiful. New Patreon reward knife. No, this looks actually surprisingly expensive. Here, let's go ahead and pull this little guy out. Here we go, here we go. And bam. Okay. We have an instruction booklet here, my friends. Oh, man. There's a warranty. Oh, but you have to register for the warranty. That's nice. Instructions. Installing batteries. Flashlight on-off. Yeah, that's a good instruction right there, my friends. Now, how do I get this thing out? Oh, it's zip-tied in. Okay. I'm starting to feel like perhaps the packaging is going to be the most robust element of this particular piece. But who knows, mate? How the hell is this thing kept in there? Come here, whatever you are. Can I get in there? Ah! Did I just slice my iPad? No. Okay, good. There we go. So, and now we've got a blade guard on the front of it. Well, good. Otherwise, it would have been unsafe. Alrighty. So, let's go ahead and put this guy, handcrafted in China, 440 stainless steel. Nice. Pro 4X. Okay, so I'm going to just ask a very, very simple question here, which is this compass accurate? Yeah, No. No, I don't believe the compass is accurate. Because the ocean is that direction. That's west of me here. So, okay. The compass... Yeah. Okay, so that's one feature down. Next thing, oh, what was this? A secure grip. We can check that. You know, ergonomically speaking, maybe, okay, I gotta be real here. I just finished handling this guy. So, like, ergonomically, a condom full of hedgehog carcasses would be probably better than this. But still, ergonomically, this isn't so bad, I have to say. Like, this fits in the hand. It's well jimped. You've got a nice little area for your thumb here. It's not so bad. So that's good, at least. Right here, we've got ourselves a... beautiful little seatbelt cutter here, which is, let's see if it actually is, wait, is this not assisted? Holy crap, no, it's assisted. It's just, is it smooth? What the heck is going on here? Okay, but we got to check our seatbelt cutter here. Let's see if we can actually cut seatbelts. Come here. All right. Got ourselves a little piece of cloth here. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. And... come on. It's an obstruction. Maybe you need a battle cry. Obstruction! Kind of. Did that cut a tear? Oh, yeah. No, see, here's a piece of thread that just left behind. There you go. So, wait a second. The seatbelt cutter doesn't have a second blade. Most seatbelt cutters, and I don't even mean like good seatbelt cutters. I must have a seatbelt cutter knife around here somewhere, right? Come on. I'm busting out my selection of terrible knives here. Do I not have a seatbelt cutter knife around? What's wrong with me? Well, either way, most good seatbelt cutter knives have two blades in there that are kind of in a V shape, so that when you jam it down in there, it's forcing itself onto two blades. But alas, I guess that's a missing feature here. Oh, man. So, yeah, that's impressive. Then, what else do we have here? The action is vaguely frightening, actually. I'm going to be real here. That's good. Certainly a reliable deploy. We have a tip-down left side clip, which is awesome. Then, of course, we've been ignoring the flashlight here. The flashlight is obviously an ergonomic elephant in the room. You can see here that for somebody with hands the size of mine, the flashlight is actually not in the way. And so what we can do here is, hopefully, turn this. Maybe there's a safety... Oh, yeah, there's a little piece of plastic there for safety. So that way it doesn't turn on accidentally. Okay, so we'll drop that into there. Now we'll put this here. Now, let's go ahead. Oh, come on. The threading here is just as good as you'd expect. Come on, there we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And let there be light. That was supposed to be really dramatic and good. Let's flip this over here. Let's do positive side down now, because I don't think it tells us that. Okay, ready? Here we go, here we go, here we go. This is going to be a big dramatic reveal here. Let there be light. Hey, there we go. Okay, cool. See, that would have been way cooler the first time. Actually, that's not brutally dark. Here, I'll shut off my main lights here. That way you can get a real sense of, oh yeah, this is a reasonably bright light, light on this guy. And it can be configured in a couple of ways. You can have it light off to the side here, so that way, as you're walking with your, oh, cool, perfect, exactly. So you're walking down the street, and you got your main flashlight, well, here, come on, turn on, you little guy. Okay. So you got your main flashlight over here, but then you've got this little light off to the side there illuminating your periphery. That way you can't be attacked from the left side. See, right there, it's tactical. It's perfect. So you've got your... And then you can rotate it forward when it comes time to operate operationally. And then you've got light for half of what you're looking at here. Because, of course, the lighting pattern with the blade open is blocked by the blade. And so if you've got one of those diseases whereby you're only able to see out of one eye, if you've had some sort of a stroke, this is actually going to be the perfect knife for you, presuming you're willing to flip it over if it's your other side, because you're only going to get the light on the side you're able to see out of. See, it's perfection. Perfect. So, yeah, use it to loom the watch. Yeah, let's try this here. Is that going to work? No. Okay, nice try. But anyways, here, let's put the lights back on, because, yeah, this lights up my life, but not that well. Yeah, so there's that. Oh, yeah, what's the tint of the... The tint is just like, no. Here's a nice neutral white. Here's this. It's just a thing. So, yeah, there's that guy. So we've got the light on here, which is a beautiful thing. What are the other features here? Hold on. I just wish that somewhere they had described the features of this. Oh, wait. Here we go. So you've got ourselves the rope belt cutter, which we confirm doesn't really cut rope belts. Flashlight adjustable. It is indeed a flashlight, and it is indeed adjustable. Does it have multiple, like, brightness settings? Yeah, it does. It has one setting that is on and one setting that is off. That's 2 settings. There you go. Belt clip stainless steel. Hey, it's actually spring steel. That's amazing. Can't argue with that. It's right over that nice little bit of texturing there, but okay. And then it is a weird flipper with the detent on this is curiously light, but that's okay. It's assisted. That's good. And then the compass is still not working. Come on, guys. Yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't know. Oh, now it thinks, is it still thinking that north is always one direction? No, so what you have to do in order to use the compass, you just need to turn the knife such that the compass points in the direction that west is. So right now, here we go. We're perfect. So the compass is working beautifully right now. No, stop. There you go. Okay, beautiful. So case closed. We have the knife. The compass works great as long as it's turned in the proper orientation. And then, oh man, the action on this guy is pretty snappy, I gotta say. Now, how does it deploy? I feel like it's got to be a little dramatic to deploy this guy with the bulb on. Oh yeah. See, that way they think, oh, he's just got a flashlight. What's he gonna? Oh, God, I really don't want to mug this guy now because I have better taste than that. See, that's what they're going to say. And, of course, actually, I got to say, I'm digging this blade finish here. You got kind of a two-tone scimitar, harpoon, serrated. Oh, does it cut things? Well, let's try this little guy here. There was... It rips effectively. It kind of cuts things. Yeah, the very tip of it has a burr that if you get it the right angle is sharp, so that's good. That's certainly a thing. How about on this? Will it cut paper even? No. As long as your obstacles are relatively like, okay, if you are trying to slash your way through a jungle that is made entirely of slightly damp pasta noodles, then this will absolutely clear obstructions from you. So that's kind of nice. Yeah. Well, the action on this is quite good, though, I'll say. I got to give credit for this. Listen to this. Oh, yeah. That's pretty excellent. At least you can see where you're cutting. Well, the problem is you can't because, look, fundamentally, the light on this guy is not pointed down. It's not pointed towards, and that's the one adjustment you can't make here. So unless you, like, fashion a little mirrored hood that goes downwards, then the only, you can see what you're stabbing, but you can't actually see what you're cutting, which means that this is no longer a great choice for a chef who specializes in off-the-grid restauranting. Perfect. Yeah. So, yeah. The compass is pointing to the thing you want most, which is to get away from that knife. Oh, hold on. Now it's found west. Oh, never mind. It went back. All right. I tried. I very much tried. At least you can see the left side of whatever you're stabbing. This is true. So, yeah. Nice. Just nice. This the thing is, what makes this so amazing is that the box and the amount of marketing that went into selling this is non-trivial. And I mean, at some level, I feel slightly bad always for these videos, because it's just like, here, I'm going to put this on to make it safe. Does this actually go back on there? Yeah, there we go. Now it's good and safe here. Will it close with that on there? There you go. Now the question is, will it remove the safety when I flip it out? Ah, damn. Otherwise, it could be a nice safety feature. But the thing is, there are people who were truly trying to make a livelihood selling knives like this, and bless their hearts. Yeah, so anyways, back at the ranch, let's go ahead and disassemble this little guy. I tried to get all meaningful and philosophical there, but that's the problem. I mean, maybe so there were people out here who love the Isengard knife here, but yeah, there were many things out there here. Doesn't all the metal in the knife mess up the compass reading? If that's metal, I assume that there's metal in that knife. Let's just go ahead and put it this way. So let's go ahead and take this guy apart. And actually, at the moment, I am demoing this little kit here. This is it's from Xiaomi, something like that, in Weehaw, and it's a new kit. It's actually in a beautiful little package here, full of tools for disassembling things. And it thought that it was going to be used for something good, but alas, here I am. So let's go ahead and take this guy apart. My bet is that this is T6. Frankly, I'm not 100% sure that it's T anything. Okay, so we've got that. We've got this. Let's pull off the first flame. No sign of Loctite, which is good. Is that stripped out? Yeah, that's stripped out. Okay, let's try a T7. Does this kid have a T7? Let's play that game. No, it has a T8. Let's try T8. T8 is too big. Okay, so we're going off label here, people. It's getting real. Let's go grab a T7 here. Come here, T7. Come here. Where are you at, T7? Here we go. You're at T7. I have gained as a result, I have, oh, thank you very much, Peter. I have, as a result, look, aside from the support of my wonderful freaking viewers, no, that just stripped out further. Okay, so maybe this flame isn't coming off. Let's try this one here. Back to the T6 here. But one of the very few things that has come of the obsession with disassembling pocket knives is that I have developed a near superhuman ability to recognize the size of a Torx head on the basis of just looking at it. And so it's to the point where it vaguely scares people at work, where they're like looking at something in some weird little box, and they're like, "Oh, damn it, Nick, we got to figure out what. Do you have a driver for this?" Like, "Oh yeah, it's a Torx T6." They're like, "Wait, how do you know that? You haven't even tried one." Don't ask. Just don't ask. Okay, so here's this guy. Now, unfortunately, so that just bent. So this little screw won't come loose. I have to say, this is, like, seriously, I'm just using the very tips of my fingers here, and I'm able to bend this. Now it's got a scorpion motif going on there. That's kind of cool, right? I mean, I feel like the ergonomics actually might have just improved by doing that. But this is perhaps the softest metal I've ever had the opportunity to deal. Okay, so let's unpack that. What just happened there is I pulled a little bit on this thing, and rather than the metal breaking, the screw actually pulled out of this metal over here. Now, the real question then becomes, is this metal as soft as the rest of it? Like, okay, I have to check something here. And this feels vaguely like feeding a pig bacon or something screwed up like that. But let's see whether this metal, like, we're having a battle of the weak-ass metals here. Is this metal... Okay. Yeah, so this metal is actually cutting this metal, which is actually pretty impressive. And I imagine like an actual blade would be, just flying through that with a plumb. But nevertheless, yeah, so there's that whole situation. So, okay, we got that one removed. And actually, what this is telling me, here we go. Let's try a different strategy for this one. because I feel like removing all those screws is going to be too much of my time here. Thank you very much, Riley. Removing these screws is probably not worth the effort here. We got places to be, people, you know? I got important things to do, like apparently this, with 446 people watching. Okay, so now I've grabbed this top part here. We're going to try a slightly different approach to removing this one, which is to take my, oh, where'd those vice grips go? Here we go. I want to take these little vice grips here, and we are just going to grab, and we are just going to pull. Come on. Oh, now you're going to freaking work. Now you're going to stay in. Okay, here, we'll remove one screw. Let's see if that does the trick. Maybe it's the two of them in opposing positions here that's removing that. All right, come on. Yep, there we go. Got that one out. Now let's grab the other two. Maybe it's only pulling one at a time. Well, still, nevertheless, we have the ability here to speed this up very, very quickly. Thank you very much there, Chase. Oh, man. And there we go. Pulled that out as well. And again, what we see here is that the screws are actually not damaging. The screws are not stripping out. What's going on is it's pulling the metal out of there. So that's pretty excellent right there. Okay, for a second there I thought I cut myself, but instead I'm just making poor life decisions without having cut myself. Hey, that's good at least. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, let's go this direction again. That's a piece of that knife, generally speaking. Oy, oy, oy. So I'll remove these two here. Now what I'll do is, oh, thank you again, Chase. This is ridiculous. Yeah, the screws are the highest quality thing we got going on here. Okay, pull this out as well. Now what I'm hoping we're going to get here is like a ripcord sort of effect. Because we'll get like a brrrt thing as we pull out all of these various screws. Let's see here. First, I just got to get a fingernail under here and get this metal started to bend. Come on. Yeah, I know you want to bend. There we go. There we go. Okay, good. So we got the metal bending there. Thank you again. And let's go ahead and ready, set, go. Oh, yeah. Okay, so there we go. That worked beautifully. All right. And then finally, one more of these guys. Oh, guys, I'm going to be here all freaking night. This is just amazing. Please say brr again. Yeah, okay. There you go. Enjoy your little your bit of brr. Oh, man. All right. So let's go ahead and put this little guy, pull one more time. Now, this is unusual to me because, A, that's a lot of hardware. Holy crap. And B, this should be unusual to any human. I feel like this is not a normal thing for life to do. Like, people ask, you know, Nick, why don't you more widely advertise your channel among family and friends? Because I do this. Like, it's not so much that I'm afraid they're judging me, it's that I'm judging me. All right, can you imagine getting mugged and pulling this guy out? Yeah, like somebody, give me your wallet. You're like, okay, hold on just a second here. Here we go, and here we go. All right, now, you really want to ask me that? Are you feeling lucky, punk? Yeah, I'm picturing this now. Do not, by the way, get into this just writ large. All of this here, do not get into it. And watches, but especially this part here. Okay, I need some sort of pry tool. Here we go. Never use your knife as a pry bar. This isn't a knife, so it works out okay, right? Is this California legal? Like I said, I really hope not. Like, I desperately... Okay, so we are ready here. One last situation. Here we go, here we go, here we go, and... Ah, bam! There we go. And again, just strip clean out of the little area there. Okay. So it's worth noting, one interesting detail is that this guy has become a lot more rattly since I removed those little pieces. Which is suggesting that this may be somehow structural. like it may be that this metal right here is somehow structurally important to this knife, which is really just more beautiful. Look out for all the metal dust. You're gonna need a mask. Don't worry, I got one. Oh man. So that's yeah, that's great. Now next step is going to be to take this guy apart further. Oh great, I got more screws. All right, more T6. Now let's, now did that come loose? Like I need like a driver, like an actual like screw powered drill or something like that, an impact wrench or something to pull these out quicker. But okay, so we got that removed. Now, the thing is, once, I kind of suspect that once I take one of these guys out, it's just going to get real very quickly. Because then everything is going to, like, lose structural integrity even further than it has already lost it. And then it's just going to get better from there. Like, this is the part of things that's like risking life and limb. Can you, I can't even imagine the process of putting this together the first time. Because, like, seriously, think about it. If the screw on this guy is able to strip out the holes as readily as it is there, just imagine how many of these they must go through and strip out those screws. That's astounding. Okay, hold on. So we're up to hex bit over here. Well, okay, let's try, do we have hex bit in this kit? Come on, tell me we got hex. Come here, hex bit. Are you a hex bit? Hey, okay, good. We got hex. Okay. So now we can pull the pivot here, and we can pull this little part here. Oh, no, this is the free spinning pivot for the other blade over here. So I have to remove that, and then... Okay, that's one of those situations. You know the saying, a drop knife has no handle? Yeah. That's one of those situations right there. So, this little guy started to... I don't even necessarily know how to grab this knife. I'm really just truly uncertain about, well, so many things in my life right now, but grabbing this knife is pretty highly among them. So, we are going to have to get a little bit tactical here. Just a second, my friends. Let me see here. Perfect. And perfect. All right. Because remember, when you're being a jackass, you should at least be a safe jackass, right? All right, here we go. And slide this on. Oh, that's right. The dragon here just got a lot higher speed and lower. That doesn't even make sense. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And bam. All right, so now we should have some tactical... Why the hell is the leather only on the middle finger of these gloves and the thumb? Okay, I'm going to put that one aside for a second. Some things we are just not meant to know. This is... So, okay. The next question becomes... these gloves are interesting. So the next question becomes, is this metal as bad as this metal was? Yes, as a matter of fact, it is. So that's cool. Yeah, can I? Yeah, okay, cool. This is a, oh, cool. Yeah. Okay, so we have ourselves a distinct problem there in that, yeah, the whole thing. So these really were structural. Like, this entire knife is relying just on series of layers of bad metal in order to really keep itself together. Now, I feel like these blades could have a use. Like, you could turn these into Wolverine blades with these kinds of gloves. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to rescue all of the blades here, even if the rest of the knife is sort of a situation that's sort of separate and amazing. Now bend the blades. Oh, well, I was going to say they're the one part of this knife that functions well, but then I remembered the cutting tests, and nope. There's that, and where's the other blade coming here? Ah, here we go. All right. At least it's uniform, like it's got some kind of a radial symmetry. Oh, wait, nah, never mind. I thought they were all coming in from one side, but they're not. Never mind. There's nothing okay here. Ah, man. Wow, we got some people with some strong opinions about gloves in here. So, yeah, and again, look at these washers here. It's not Teflon, it's just like freaking plastic. And they were of different sizes. It's just raining pots in here. I think that just went up my sleeve. That's not good. Thank you very much there, Chase. Much appreciated. This is... Yeah, and then, of course, we have to check the liner. Okay, so that was a little different and unexpected. What that means is that the liner is actually hardened. It's a little brittle, we can say. I feel like it's safe to say that this is maybe a little brittle. But it is absolutely 100% hardened. Now, the real question becomes the blades. Let's go ahead and... So we only need 3 to do the Wolverine thing, right? Yes, we only need 3 to do Wolverine. So I'll hold on to the 3 of them there because, you know, sooner or later I may need to become Wolverine for something or another. Although, frankly, knowing who I am, I would end up buying the $1 million ones that Tashi did. Yeah, so I'll hold on to these 3 blades over here. And then let's try this. Sure, go there. That's fine. This is okay. Let's go ahead and grab... Where'd those vice grips go? Come here, vice grips. Oh, here they are. They're literally on the camera right now. I'm mixing comic universes. Well, sure. But hey, let's be real here. I gotta be some kind of mutant to be able to... well, find this entertaining. Okay, ready? Here we go. Here we go. Okay. This is now to the point where it's not actually like... I've bent it a little bit, but it's not actually seeming like it's breaking. And more importantly, guys, as much as I joke about doing unsafe things, because let's face it, not super safe, there is a point where you really need to stop and ask questions. And the biggest question I'm asking myself right now is that although I am, in fact, wearing a Batman mask, because I didn't know whether any of these knives would be reflected, I am not wearing any safety goggles. And there was a certain point where I really should have been. It's a simple fact that when I bent these liners, all of these things, I really should be wearing safety glasses. Considering that, well, yeah. So I'm going to go on ahead and cease and desist further bendification of this metal because I can't put safety goggles on over my Batman mask. And that's not a sentence I expected to be uttering in my adulthood. But, you know, here it is. Here it goes. So, yeah, that's pretty spectacular. Just close your eyes. Use your safety lids. That's not how it works. Be safer than that. OSHA will hunt you down. Yeah, if I get a Darwin Award for taking knives apart on live stream, it'd be a hell of a way to go, that's for sure. So, no safety squints, people. Come on. Yeah, and frankly, I should have like a P100 mask on with all the lead, no doubt. Ay, ay, ay. A YouTuber should be willing to give his life for his viewers. Yeah, no. I like you guys a lot, but no. All right, so we'll put you back here. Put you back here. This, and hey, that way I've still got a blade for if I lose one as I'm playing Wolverine. There you go, perfect. Or maybe I can throw a thumb blade in there. That's my innovation over conventional Wolverine. There you go, perfect. Case closed, problem solved. Yeah, eat your heart out there, Logan. Wow. Yeah. So, it is kind of nice to have gloves. Well, actually, let's be real here. The gloves aren't protecting me right now. The fact that these blades are all dull is really what's doing the trick here. So, yeah, the knife would not cut me out of respect. It's about time somebody respect me, you know? Alrighty. Let's go ahead and put this guy... Well, we're not going to be putting it back together, I feel like. That's probably off the table here at this point in time. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of gather its parts into a smaller area of my studio here. You? What are you? Oh, you're the T6 or T7. Okay, you know what? I'm done with the freaking gloves. They're done. Let's see here. It's the usual state of affairs when I'm the sharpest thing in the room. No, I got plenty of sharp knives in the room, way sharper than I am. Let's be real here. I just gave that buck, the 110 I showed off earlier at the start of the thing, a once over with the KME, so it's probably the sharpest thing in the room at the moment. Why are you not wanting to go into the freaking... There you go. Okay, so you go there. All right. Boom, there you go. Attach the blades to the Knuckle Duster. So, okay. Thank you, Sakari. That's a really good idea. The problem with that is that I don't actually know, like, okay, I suspected if I melted the plastic, like heated these blades up, I could probably, like, plastic weld these guys in there. But the thing is, the number of toxic fumes, the amount, the sheer volume of toxic fumes that would be generated from either these blades or this Knuckle Duster are just concerning at a very deep and real level. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pass on that. So I very much appreciate the $1.99. I kind of appreciate my lungs a little bit more. A little tiny bit. Where the heck did that extra bit go? Okay, you're in there. So, my friends, oh man. Chase S asks, what takes the cake, the Z Hunter or this knife? I could never cheat on the Z Hunter. I'm going to be real here. I mean, at a certain point, no matter how many terrible knives I look through, this is maybe a good moral of the story to wrap up tonight's beautiful broadcast. No matter how many terrible knives I go through, no matter whether they've got 2 blades, 3 blades, 4 blades even, really, there's nothing that's going to be occupying the same place in my heart as this little Z Hunter has come to occupy. After we spent our magical week together, after my patrons somehow raised that much money as to make me do that, there was a bond formed, much like between Voldemort and Harry Potter. And I'm not taking sides as to which one I am with these kinds of things, although I guess I can talk to zombie knives. That's something at least, right? But this will always be a part of my heart. And even though my eyes may wander, even though I may look at new terrible knives from time to time, I may indulge myself in a little bit of ejaculation over here. I may, yeah, this whole affair over here. I may even bring this to the love of my life in terms of this little bit of joy here. But at the end of the day, I think really my heart is searching for what it has already found. Come on. Get back in there. There we go. I think my heart is searching for whatever it's secretly, truly found, which is the Z Hunter. It's been with me all along. Anyways, I digress. Thank you very much, Keith and Sakari, for the wonderful questions. This guy, I think, is going to beat the Red Firefighter. I think it's going to beat all, but I'm going to fully admit, as a gear reviewer, one is occasionally biased, and I think this is just another example of that. So anyways, thank you very much, and thank you to all of the makers who are really involved in creating and marketing these things, because you're doing the world a service. And mostly, thank you all 418 of you who have stuck through for 82 minutes of complete and utter freaking absurdity. And I hope that you all have yourselves, well, just an absolutely wonderful and not particularly terrible rest of your day. But that said, there's one more teaser. I want to leave you on a note where you're wanting just a little tiny bit more. Z Hunter, let's get you away from this little cohort. Because actually, the package that contained our a tactical special here, well, that wasn't the only thing in it. And in fact, alongside that beautiful, beautiful knife, there is another. That's right. Tactical Survival Watch. Keep an eye out for Terrible Watches live soon. Anyways, thanks everybody. Have yourselves just an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. Bye.